30-day blitz is going down right now. We are getting ridiculously in shape for the Titan Workshop. Clark's with me. Are you riding with us?
So I got to do the 30-day blitz. I'm going to commit to it today because you know what happens in 30 days? I turn 59.
59.
What a good reason.
10 years younger than me. How do you feel?
I feel 10 years younger than you.
Good. There we go. Even though it's this weight, your bar path has to be the same. You can't warm up with a different bar path that you're going to work out with. I know that it's one bar, it's just a bar, but trust me, that repetitive movement is going to save you when you go to heavy weight. Silly little foot drills for the quarterback. It's just repetitive. Mind and muscle, but even more so, your body understanding of the movement itself. That's why I never change squats form after I've warmed up in a certain form. So like say, if I'm doing like the Titan squats where it's just that over isolation, maybe a high bar, closed stance, heels up on a platform, knees out, all those little different things, I'll warm up that way to do those. I won't warm up doing those and then switch over to regular squats or front squats at that top weight or relative to that top weight. I won't do it. I never will. It's just there's different things firing for me. And again, everybody's one injury away from retirement. So be smart about this stuff. Just use dumbbells.
That's what I was gonna say. Sir just told me, hey, you should probably just use dumbbells anyways.
You guys use dumbbells. For everybody else that understand how this actually works, Titan 2.0 bar will be out January 1st, 2023. Shoulders sold separately. It's you.
You're still, the mic not even doing it right.
So you're out here for some reason. It's got to be over the head. And the second thing is you're caved, even though you're sticking your ass out. So the bar's back here.
See now, his wrist is in front of his elbow. What would happen if he put weight on there? Where would it go? Right? It would go fucking forward.
I know that's basic, but you can't. People, well, hopefully you never see this. For everybody at home, the guys that rip their chests, the guys that tear out their shoulders, the guys that hurt their quads, majority of the time is on freaking warm-ups or outside of the gym doing lifting the couch. You do see it, but rarely do you see that top weight is the one that destroys them. It's the silly little warm-ups and stuff that does it. And it's because they've dried out their ligaments and stuff like that with insignificant nutrition and training and overtraining. But end of the day, be smart on your freaking warm-up. Is that not true? How many people are you seeing?
How many people I've seen what?
Injure themselves.
Oh, a lot.
But it's on warm-ups. It's on silly stuff. It's
on
grabbing
turning
the
their
dishes.
head.
It's turning their head. It's walking across the street.
Yeah. I was talking about this yesterday with my guys, actually. You know, Willie got them all fired up. Now everyone's out sprinting, just taking off sprinting. I'm like,
Stop.
You're not in high school. You know your 4x1 record is still not intact. Don't go taking off like you're. Yeah, it happens.
So why is the warm-up so important then?
To warm up. I mean, it's in the description. You got to warm up your body and get ready to go.
But you should only do it once or twice, and if you feel good, you could just keep going.
Depends on the individual. Like I jumped in here and jumped on this right away. Probably wasn't invited, but
Why do people have an issue? I'll warm up for 45 to an hour. I won't even start a workout.
they want to get in and out as quickly as possible, probably, and their ego gets in the way sometimes. And
a guy that's not lifting, that's just going to throw punches and kicks, warms up for how long before he goes into a fight?
oh, they're sweating by the time if they're not sweating.
And they haven't even started the fight.
Right. Yeah, that's right. You'll hear that all the time with boxers. He's not sweating, and he's showing up in the ring. That was the famous thing with Tyson. He was always drenched and sweating. So yeah, warming up is important, especially when you get to be older.
No, I disagree. I think it's young. I think
it's
it doesn't.
It's everything. It's relative to the individual, but it's always important. No doubt. I agree.
There's no time limit. Stop it. Stop with the
There's not a time limit to
2-3
everything.
sets and you're good to go.
Speaking of warming up, I gotta warm
I
up.
don't get that. I don't get what you guys do. It's a time thing. Well, I can only be in the gym 45 minutes, but then my body starts eating this and that, and so I got to be out of the gym in 40. Good for you.
Not only is it a time thing, but sometimes it's a prescribed thing. Oh, I got to do my 3 sets of 20, and then I'm good to start the workout. Yeah.
I don't get it. First of all, I don't get the idea of clocking the workout. Hey, you should be in there for 45. Dude, you're not eating perfect 365. So don't start saying that you got to be perfect on your time. When everything else is perfect and you want to time your workouts, I'm cool with that. But there's so many factors that you're not sleeping right, you're not eating right, you're not eating the right foods for you, and then you're not even training right. The form is off. So there's so many factors before you even get to, I got to have my tuna and broccoli and get my 8 hours of sleep and then my 43-minute workout, and I got to be out. I get time's not a luxury to everybody, and that's why you want to make some good living so you don't have to buy time in a sense. But stop the ego stuff. Stop the ego on I'm a beast and I get right into it and I can warm up at 225. I was that guy. When I was in my 20s, we would bypass 135, go right to 225 on deads and squats because it was just too light. There's nothing on the back. Lean in, boom, lean in, go back and then lean in, go back, lean in, again. So, movement, athlete, completely different than what you guys are doing, regardless of how great his body looks. Back, push. Now I'm going to show you guys that want to bodybuild or power lift with a similar exercise that Tom Plaz showed me back in '89. And I've showed it before, but the one thing I want to make sure to do is that I want to give credit to where I learned it from, and that's Tom. And then
They don't know who Tom Plaz is.
they know who
They
Tom
need to
Plaz
study
is.
their history.
They know who Tom Plaz is. I'm going to give you that information that I learned from all these guys from that era.
So what am I doing? Coming down here?
We did.
First, if you want to go south in here to get the shoulders lubricated, go for it. What?
I already warmed up. Beautiful.
When you stop making faces, though, it's just the bar.
This bar is kind of cool because you can play a little game with yourself. Try not to let it jerk.
100%.
Yeah.
And why would that be important?
Control, man. Just fucking mind.
Why don't you just let the bar do what it's supposed to do? Why do you need to control it?
Because I'm the man.
Exactly.
That changes the game big time.
So a guy that has a sick spiral. Still hurts my hands when he throws it to me. So you guys know, like with those quarterbacks, I know it looks moderate, like you can catch one of their passes. Those things are rockets. And so he has, that's why I don't play catch with him anymore. He has a rocket. But again, you're an athlete, you got range of motion. Come here. Stand over here. This is called a camera. Can we get Clark Bartram? Your shoulders are healthy. You toss the ball like a maniac. Why would that be beneficial? Why not just use a regular bar? Or they say, that's the exact same thing as a dumbbell.
No, it's not even close.
Not even close.
When I first did it, you could see that my hands were, and then my mind automatically said, okay, slow it down, be smooth and controlled. And the more I tried to slow it down, the more the focus went in on my shoulder, the obvious area that we're trying to work. So I'm not just going through an exercise to get to 10 reps. I'm going through each rep, slow, thoughtful, with intention of trying to control the movement. And that
Let me ask
applies
you a question
to athleticism in life.
How great is that bar for tightening? Because how long did it take you to bench press but actually feel the chest?
Yeah, that right
Years.
there would be a great way to teach someone how to get that feeling that you're looking for when you're bench pressing and not just moving the weight. Too many people move the weight. You could cut everybody's weight down to this bar alone and have them get an equal effect.
I say to these guys, when Titan is at 200, 15 years old, 6'6", 300 pounds, and they go, how much do you bench? 315. They'll be like, 315? That's almost your body weight. Why is that? And then you show him that it's 315 on here, which will translate to a 500.
This thing is, everyone needs one.
Doc, you were... It looks good. You like it? Yeah. Can I try? So it's just you're pressing chest with the handle. Do a twist. Oh, racket. Woo! I like it, guys. I like that. It's good exercise. Mike. Alex, where you from? Russia. Russia. Good to meet you, man. I actually like that much more than dumbbells. Because you can really place the elbows in a position to where you take arms out and focus on chest. So try that. And that's a Charles Glass one right there.